Farm agent Matt McCormick for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Western South Dakota's largest selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs is at Danny Menho Rapid Chevrolet. Over 350 to choose from. GMC, Ram, Ford, Jeep, imports, Chevys, GM certified pre-owned, 24 different manufacturers, all with Danny Menho discounts. If you want it, we have it, or our friendly staff will find it for you. Buyers on site offering top dollar for all trades. Financing available on the spot and all credit applications accepted. See us at Danny Menho Rapid Chevrolet or DannyMenhoRapidChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Welcome back. Shout out to the Poetry in Motion chorus group under the direction of Ann Deckert for the Stevens Raiders, and a beautiful rendition of our Star Spangled Banner. So nice job to that crew. Starting for the Cobblers tonight, number 11, a junior. Number 11, a sophomore, Avery Young. She's a top goal scorer for the Cobblers. She's a forward. Also starting, number 13, a senior midfielder, Kylie Mellum. She's a captain for the Cobblers. A junior midfielder, number 14, Riley Healy, gets the start. And junior, Trinity Larson, number 16, also gets a start in midfield. Senior, number 20, Sophie McNaboe, gets the start for the Cobblers tonight, along with number 23, sophomore defender, Alexis Thorson. Another captain, number 24, Reagan Alvarez, will start, a senior defender. Junior, number 26, Bailey Merchant, will get the start in midfield. And starting in the back line is number 29, Lindsay Cole, senior. Senior forward, Aubrey Mayu, will get the start. And the keeper for the Cobblers, junior, number 88, Joanna Williams. For the Raiders, your starters will be number 2, senior defender, Holly Benson. Number 4, a sophomore defender, Meredith Lehman. Number 7, one of the captains, a senior midfielder, Avery Dorman. Number 11, a junior forward and a captain, Ava Holsworth. Starting in the midfield, a sophomore, number 12, Vienna Reagan. Another sophomore starting, number 13, Braden Baird at a forward. And on the back line, anchoring the back line is going to be senior defender number 24, Lily Schad. Back there with her will be freshman defender number 27, Kennedy Sturkle. And rounding out the midfielders is 8th grader number 28, Amora Reagan. And rounding out the back line for the Raiders tonight is freshman number 36, Greta Sundahl. The Cobblers, coached by Mark Morgan. The Raiders, coached by Luis Ucera. As we get set to start this one, I want to welcome Stephen Sports Network students running the production, and joining me on the headsets is going to be Cooper tonight. Cooper will help us break down some plays here and get some experience. Again, thank you for not only allowing this platform to bring you live stream Raider events, but to serve as a classroom for these students interested in media production and get to opportunity to have a cool little part-time job. So we would really like to thank the partnership between Live Ticket, Stevens Raiders Activities Office, and of course, can't be possible without the generosity of our sponsors here on GoRaidersLive.com, LiveTicket.tv. Once again, you can also find us on YouTube, Stevens Raiders. Well, both teams look like they're in their team huddles, so they should break out of there shortly. And we'll have Cooper jump on here, and Cooper is a former soccer player, a lot of knowledge, and he knows a lot of the players on both teams. Cooper, welcome.
It's nice to be here.
Nice. What are you looking for tonight, Cooper? After last time, where it was kind of a wild beginning, and then 2 days later, a wild finish.
Yeah, I think the last game they played against Cavaliers was a little bit different. Hopefully, Central can put a little bit more pressure and make it a little more challenging.
Yeah, you're looking for a good matchup. Ava Holsworth on the ball. The Raiders try to go direct to Ava off of the first touch. Control the midfield, but it's taken by the Cobblers. I think that's number 16. Larson who was on the ball. Yes, it was. Trinity Larson, junior midfielder, did a nice job picking that ball up. Raider throw in on the side. Sundahl looks to throw in. She does. It's taken by Mayu. Good turn by Young. Schad is there. Turns Young back. And Dorman eventually gets it. Tries to stay on the ball. Good challenge there, but it's going to be a foul on Dorman. And Merchant is dangerous from here. This Cooper, we got to watch that kind of lob shot. She's got a strong leg. She's got a lot of net on that right side for her. She goes there. It's bending. Ball's up in there off the head. Tucker's there off the rebound. Tucker's there again. Two tremendous saves for senior captain goalkeeper number 1, Nora Tucker, to preserve a clean sheet here and keep this one tied 0-0 early on here. Minute and a half away, and the Cobblers get the first solid attack there. Cooper, what did you see on that in ball? It looked like it was bending a little bit, but stayed to the far post.
Yeah, she played it in really well, and someone got a touch on it, and then it was just 2 really good saves she had there. It looked like it went off the post, though, on the second one.
Okay, yes. And either way, it's still 0-0. So sometimes the sideline, the post, they're your best defender and your best friend there sometimes, and then sometimes they're not. Okay, so good throw there by the Raiders. That's a Lehman. Came up from the back line. Sturkle will play it back to Schad. Schad gets it up to the middle to Reagan. And more Reagan did a nice job of just looking for some space here, looking to triangulate some passes. Lehman with a nice little run up the top. She's going to stay on the ball. She cuts it in. It's Baird, finds Baird's feet. Baird tries to go wide, goes past Reagan and to the Cobblers. Mayu was on the ball, but here comes Dorman. Dorman, see if she can get a shot off. No, she doesn't. She gives it over to Holsworth. Holsworth drives with the left foot, but it's blocked by a courageous Cobbler defender. That took some courage there, Cooper. And looks like the Cobblers are just going to play that out. Cooper, what's the mindset when you're a player and you know the attacking player is just going to drive that ball on frame? What you just know you got to put your body in there?
The main thing is you just got to deny it as much as possible. Be ready for it. Don't let them. Don't take a bad touch on defense, and they'll just go blowing by past you.
Yeah, and it seemed like the Cobblers there after that flurry were very content just to play that ball out of bounds and regroup. Raiders, Sturkle, challenged a little bit, but she gets a nice ball up to Reagan. She plays it out wide. That looks like Benson running down the left side. Benson cuts one in, but too far for Halsworth or Baird, and the Cobblers will let that roll out of bounds. Goal kick. Some nice first touches there and some no dribble straight to the pass that created some space there. Williams boots this one out. Goes to Mayu. Mayu and Sundal get tied up. Sundal goes down. Now she's got to recover. And Dorman is there.
That's good defense there.
Yep.
Using her body to.
Dorman was there just to make sure she had the box out, kind of. And last touch was on Larson. So that's a nice little matchup there. That'll be a good little 1v1 to watch there. Larson and Dorman, both good players. That's a nice ball to Baird. Little hard touch, but she knocks it down, and she'll go all the way back to Sturkle. Sturkle with a nice little turn. See if she switched fields. Nope, she goes to the middle to Schad. Schad will go wide to Sundal. Sundal plays it up. There is Baird. Another hard touch, but right back to her. She hustles back on it. And this one goes out to Halsworth. Little too long, and the central defender, number 29, Lindsay Cole, had a beat on that one. Of course, Cooper, no surprise to see that Central's always going to have somebody marking Ava Holsworth.
Yeah, she's, one of their primary players. It makes sense for them to double up on her. You don't want her to get as much action as the ball.
And it looks even like when the ball's away, Cole is not too far away from her. If the ball's on the opposite side, and she's still being very disciplined in her assignment there of marking the junior for the Raiders, Ava Holsworth. Good turn by Baird. See if she can get the ball in. She does. A little touch and a poke. Did it go off of the – it's going to be a corner. So we'll have the first corner of the game, and that'll go to the Raiders, and it looks like Dorman usually puts it in with Reagan going short. Cobblers come out, and Reagan is marked, so she'll run back in. This will swing in. We have nobody at the back post. One in the middle. Baird crossing the middle. That's a bent-in ball on the ground. It's hit in. Oh, just wide by Benson. Looks like Benson got in and had a left-footed touch. Did you see a flag up there, Cooper?
Did not.
Did not either. So looked like they reacted like it was offside, but Benson got a shot on it and just goes wide. Goal kick. Cobblers giving up. Baird. She turns to take a shot, and again, the Cobblers are right there with, as Cooper said, that mindset to got to block the ball. I can't let it go in. And that was number 23 for the Cobblers, Alexis Thorson, that knew she had to block that shot in from Baird. Foul on the Raiders, and then just kicked out of bounds by Schad as the Raider defense will find its shape. This ball thrown in. Good job by Larson. Nice little dribble there to Mayu. Good ball, but picked by Holsworth. She goes down, and I think it was inadvertent, but she did get her boots caught there. And that would have looked like a little trip up there, Cooper.
Yeah, it looks like she definitely stepped over the laces.
Okay. Reagan trips on her own, though, but a good little turn. She gets the ball back into Baird. Baird was too hard of a touch from Reagan, or didn't expect Baird to be there. Lehman. Good challenge over there with Young. That'll be another interesting matchup. It's kind of up top for both teams, the number 11s are some of the top scorers in the state, not only in Class AA, but overall, in sophomore Avery Young and junior Ava Holsworth. This one's run on. Holsworth was there. Baird gave chase. Little hard touch by Alvarez. I don't think she meant for it to go out of bounds. I think she meant just to clear those defenders, but too hard of a touch. Cooper, it seems like Central's really packing it in down here. Just like they don't want to let Holsworth have any space. And that's going to go off of the Raiders. Yeah, that went off of Sundahl.
They're playing really high on her. They pinch in on her every time. They're really trying to deny Ava getting in on the wing.
And Cooper, help us understand, when you have the speed and athleticism as the Class AA long jump champ, you just want to negate and neutralize that, correct?
Yeah, sometimes there's not a lot you can do, especially because she is so fast, but the main thing is to use your body on her and try and block her physically.
Right. Cole now, like you said, shoulder. Holder beats her, but great support by Alvarez, which means she left the middle, but there just wasn't a Raider there. There was, you could definitely see the space that Alvarez left open right in the middle after coming out and supporting Cole against Holsworth. And if the Raiders can put somebody there, they're going to have a pretty clear shot to frame, don't you think, Cooper?
Yeah, if they can get a good throw in here.
Tried to get it over the top. Larson, good job by Reagan. Tried to clear. Schad's going to track it down. She's challenged. Lehman is just going to get it back to Sturkle. You got to try to reset everything here. Reagan plays it back to Sturkle. Sturkle. Now to Benson. Benson plays it over. Holsworth has a touch. She gets clean. She beats one. She beats two. She's surrounded by two, but she stays on the ball. Good persistence. Boy, they're just pushing. Like you said, they're just pushing her. And we talked about the sideline being the third defender there where they doubled her, and it definitely was in that case. And the Cobblers will earn the throw-in. We're 11 minutes down in this one. 0-0. As both teams seem to have a lot of energy in the warm-up down on the pitch, and both teams kind of trying to get their rhythm here. Central had those two shots off of the set piece from Merchant early, and now it's been stalemate, or the Raiders have had some chances or at least some runs, and this goes too far behind Benson. That ball just split Reagan and Benson, and too bad because the Raiders almost seem to have a little mini counter there, but really interesting here, Cooper, where they're playing a high line, but looks like that center back for the Cobblers is she's going to stay there as the free safety, so to speak, because of Holsworth's speed. Is that kind of the concept there?
Yeah, they've got to be really careful because if she gets a free breakaway, she's gonna get a good shot on goal.
Yeah,
so they got to keep that line.
And she's a good finisher, and so Alvarez is kind of playing that free safety role where she's 15. Oh, there's a hard challenge there, and that's going to end up being a foul. And that was, I believe, number 14, Healy. Schad's over the ball. She's got a strong leg. See if she goes direct to goal. She does. Gives her a chance. Oh, and the goal is there, but are they going to call it good? They're calling a goal. And that is, are they going to say no goal to Holsworth for running into the keeper? They're going to call out interference, I think. Center referee Dave Clark is checking with Joanna Williams to make sure she's okay. You know, that ball by Schad had Williams, she was actually in the goal, but her hands were out. and she didn't catch it clean. And Ava Holsworth saying, I just went for the ball. I hit the ball first and then ran into her. And to no avail, her plea to Mr. Referee goes aside, and probably see that called that way 9 times out of 10, don't you think? Cooper?
Yeah, she was coming in pretty fast there. That was
Yeah.
pretty aggressive.
Yeah, and again, she did hit the ball first, but then ran into goalie, and I am not a certified official, so I don't know all the little nuances of that call, but we play on. Holsworth, again, trying to get something. You could tell that she was fending off that defender, trying to bait her to go one way, but she just didn't get a touch on the ball. I think she wanted to turn and go on the end line towards goal, but just didn't get the right touch on it, being pressured by Cole there. Williams will kick this one out. She drives it to midfield. Reagan is there to challenge, and she'll come up with the ball. She'll get a nice little 1-2. She'll push it forward. Alvarez tries to clear it, can't. Sundahl runs up on it. She's bumped, no call. She stays with it, and it's going to be a throw for the Raiders. Thought it was theirs. We're going to say no Cobblers. I think it went off of Sundahl and came back off of Cole, but it happened so fast. Either rate, throw in for the Cobblers. It's going to be a big 10-minute stretch here for both teams to see. This could, if one of them can, there's a touch off there, but a recovery. Mellum tried to get a touch on it, but Schad recovered from her own missed touch. Holsworth with the left foot, and Williams is there. Again, just a crowd of people. She did well to get her left foot on it, but just didn't get enough on it. Had a little bit of the top, and it rolled. Williams went down to make the save, but definitely on that one, Cooper, Ava didn't get as much as she wanted on that. And we got a call here. What this one's going to be, a little push. And Holsworth's getting frustrated, and she's going to get it booked for dissent. We're going to have a booking. Cooper, did you see the bump? It didn't seem like anything
It didn't look like anything crazy, but she clearly had something to say back to the referee.
Yeah, and you know, the card for dissent came quick, and only, 14 minutes gone. So in the 15th minute, Holsworth is shown the yellow. She'll have to go out. And didn't see who came in for her. I think it was number 19, Shoot. Caitlin Shoot usually helps in. Yeah, number 19, the freshman, Caitlin Shoot, comes in. Now the Cobblers look to put some pressure on the Raiders here. Cole will throw it in. Larson there, Mayu there. She goes over the top, tries to get it to Riley. Healy, she does. Comes out of midfield and a throw back to the Cobblers. And Cole goes to Healy again. No one there. Schad has time. She drives it up the field, but right to Merchant. Off of Merchant into space. Alvarez is going to track it down, but Williams called for it. She lets it go. Keeper will scoop it up, and we'll see if she punts it away here. She will with the right foot, and she goes right to Mellum. Good touch there. Mellum's challenged by Reagan. Now Mayu and Sundahl, good little battle here. Goes all the way back to Sturkle. Tucker has to play it with her feet because it was played by her teammate. Merchant gets a touch to keep it in the Raider half. Reagan out wide. Benson has some speed. Let's see if she can build up some steam on the side. She cuts a nice ball into Baird. Baird with a good turn. Baird goes wide. Let's see. Oh, just too wide for Shoot. Shoot was on a standstill. If she would have had a little momentum into that, I think that would have been a good decision, as Baird kind of just put the ball to space there. No call there. Dorman challenged. She'll work on Larson. She'll get the ball right up to Sundahl, but Sundahl wasn't ready for that quick touch from Dorman. And a throw for the Cobblers. And a throw that goes out of bounds. Pretty rare there. And a quick throw to Dorman. Dorman, little punch up, but it's going to go too wide. Good idea. She wanted to just tip it over Alvarez, but touched it too hard. Cooper with over 15 gone. What have you seen so far this first 15 minutes of this number 2 versus number 10 matchup which we know is crosstown and going to be tough?
I mean, it's been fairly one-sided so far. The Raiders have had most of the possession in the offensive third, and they've been playing really well and building it out from the back. And, I mean, Central's been playing good defense. They just need to figure out how to get forward.
Yeah, kind of like we've talked about, how the Cobblers are neutralizing Holsworth. The Raiders got to do the same for Young, right? I mean, she's one of the 2 number 11s are 2 of the top players in the state. Turn there by Benson, cuts one in with the left foot. Williams is there. I'd like to see the Raiders do a little more of that. Just put it towards frame and let's, get some shots and see what they can generate. Because you can control possession and all those things, but until the ball goes in the back of the net, that doesn't count. So the Raiders with one corner, the only one of the game. Cobblers with none, and there's a little through ball and a touch, and and everybody on the Raiders side is holding their breath to shoot. Just worked so hard to get there. Got a touch on it, but it just I think she was trying to maybe chip it or loft it. What do you think, Cooper? Or did she just run out of space?
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. It kind of looked like she went to barely go over, and it just went a little long.
And when you're going that fast, the ball's got to be – it's so hard to control, and it's spinning, and, you got a defender right on you. Yeah. So on the turf, it's more active?
It's definitely a lot more active. There's way less grip, I guess you could say.
Sure. From the studs don't bite like they do in grass. Hey, they're Lehman played a ball off that Tucker thought about. Well, it looked like she was going to let it go, but it looked like she was right on her post and grabbed it, which was a good move by Tucker. Again, that's on the far side from our perspective, so couldn't tell exactly what was going on, but she handled it. Senior captain Nora Tucker, number 1. $19 gone in this one. And as Cooper mentioned, both teams have had some looks. The Raiders have the advantage in possession. But, again, there's a good turn by Shoot. Let's see if she can keep it in. She does. Mayu is right there to challenge her, as is McNaboe. McNaboe actually was the challenge, and then support was Mayu, and then that went out of bounds as Sundahl was pushed down the sideline by Aubrey Mayu. Sturkle thought about kicking it out, gets it to Dorman, and Mayu pushes it to Tucker. Didn't mean to touch it that hard, but that's what happens. Tucker punts it out. Merchant gets her feet on it. Good job by her. Coming on was the freshman for the Raiders, number 19, Shoot, to interrupt that one. But Merchant kind of went in the air and got her feet on it, and Cobblers were able to regain shape. There's a nice little ball from Vienna Reagan to Dorman, right back to Vienna Reagan, back to the middle. Dorman's there. She cuts on the ball and gets it back out wide to Reagan. She's going to be challenged on the outside, and that ball, I think, is going to go to the Raiders. No, they're going to say Cobblers, and that's Larson working now in the back. Larson looked long throw. And the Raiders, Dorman plays it to Schad, back to Dorman. Dorman turns, has Holsworth, who's back in. Holsworth turned, clean, another turn. See if she can get a shot off. She cuts the ball inside, and it's going to be a corner for the Raiders. And Ava Holsworth is starting to master that little cutback pass. And now over the ball, it looks like Dorman, senior captain. Baird is on the goalie. Everybody else is mid-post to near post, running to the near post. And on the back post is Amora Reagan. She heads it back in, but Merchant just clears it for the Cobblers. And the service went to Blue, just couldn't, kind of in between players on that one, Cooper.
Yeah, they couldn't get in front of any of the Cobbler defense hardly.
Yeah. So Turek will replace in the midfield, or defense is usually her area. She throws it up the line, and it goes off of Mayu out of bounds, and Turek will throw it again. Turek will look for Dorman, goes over Dorman's head into Baird, played straight up in the air. Schutt's going to give a challenge. She heads it back in. Baird gives a little back head. Raiders are there. Can they get a foot on it? Holsworth challenges. Schutt challenges. Schutt's going to let it go out of bounds off of McNaboe. Good little flurry there, and Turek will throw it again. She'll look for Baird again. This time Baird's marked, but Schutt is there. Schutt gets it in with the left foot. It goes over Merchant. Holsworth broke for a goal, so there was nobody there. Lehman was back there, but didn't commit too high. It'll go out of bounds. Throw in to the Cobblers, and checking in for the Cobblers, that is number 2, it looks like, Skylar Huber, senior. That's going to be goal kick. Raby will come in for the Raiders. He's a freshman, number 22. And also for the Cobblers, looks like number 18 is checked in. Riley Brugge, a junior defender. Baird hustles there. Alvarez with the challenge. Merchant, little miss. That's number 23. Thorson with a little mistouch, but right there to support her was her teammate Merchant, and Merchant clears it. Cobblers will regain their shape in the back, and that throw goes long, and I think it went off the Cobblers. Yes, it does. Lehman now, who's got a strong throw. Let's see if she tries to put one in to Baird, and now they're telling her she got to back way up. So that's always a question, because you see all of them run up, and this one was got to go back. Good, strong throw. Baird is who she looked for. Good challenge between Baird and Alvarez, I believe. Nope, that is not. That is Thorson again. Young with the touch. And she tries to do an overlapping run with Cobbler number 21, Claire Hasse, but that was broke up by the Raiders. Baird tries to push one up, or push back to Lehman. Lehman tried to go down the line, no one there. Good trap there by Amara Reagan. Right to Baird. Baird with a good touch, and cut off by Merchant. Came back, and really good recovery support defense there by the Cobblers, huh, Cooper? Holsworth to Reagan. Reagan works outside. Back in. Little give and go. Let's see if she can cut the ball in. She's got Raiders there. Holsworth at her feet. Can't turn. She lets Dorman take it. Goal! What an unselfish play by number 11. Take us through that, Cooper.
That was a good ball through the middle, and good thing Holsworth didn't try to shoot it again and let, who was that, Dorman, have it. Yeah, nice to be unselfish there. Let the team get the goal. And she placed it really well on the frame.
Oh, yeah, and just drove it hard.
Yeah,
and
it was a good, crisp
shot.
shot.
Williams had no chance. And, boy, that is one as a coaching staff, I'm sure you'll say, this is how you play for the team, because you could tell with how frustrated Holsworth is that she wanted that, but she knew her teammate had her shoulder square to frame, had it lined up, and just kind of just let her have it, like you said. Just kind of was unselfish there. So Raiders, with 26 and change gone, Raiders 1, Cobblers 0 here. You're following Raider Soccer subscription free on GoRaidersLive.com, LiveTicket.tv. Shout out to our sponsors for their generosity in allowing us to bring you this exciting game, subscription free. Now Raby, she replaced Shoot. Zoe Raby with the good little run to try to touch that one, but it goes off her out of bounds. And good pressure by the Raiders, Cooper. Now that's kind of what I'm sure Coach Usera wants, is keep the pressure on. Brugg with a nice kick out of there, but off of a Cobbler back to Turek. Played it in, but Merchant's there. Now Reagan with the ball at her feet. Reagan, shoot, goes out wide. Tried to go out wide to Raby, but got in with Baird. Now they'll go to Raby. She'll come back inside, but that give and go with Turek was just a little late, and the weight of that ball was just a little off. Schad sends it back in the middle to see if Baird, strong player for a sophomore, she'll turn. And did that go off the Cobblers? Nope, goal kick. Cooper kind of explained to us now the Raiders want to keep on pressure, but they got to be careful about a counter. Talk us through what might be the mindset of the players there.
Yeah, I mean, Central's been getting some good long balls up the field, and Stevens' back line is really high. They got to be careful that one of them doesn't go over and they get a good run on.
Yeah, and some of the midfielders have been coming back and giving good support for the Raiders as well. But like you said, if they go direct, with a longer ball to Young, that's hard to recover. For the Cobblers now is number 31. Oh, nope, that's 21. Oh, no call. Halsworth went down. She gives a little hug to Larson, she's just a hustler. She's a scrappy player. She's putting her hands up in the air like, well, they didn't call it. And like you said the other night, I'm betting 90% of these players know each other really well from playing club and all those things. That one goes out of bounds off of number 21, Haase, who's back in. She'll be the left back now. Claire Haase, the junior defender, she'll put that one out of bounds. Turek, quick touch to Dorman. Dorman's at her feet. She goes back in. Oh, just off the toe of Holsworth. She stretched out for it. Good thought by Dorman. And then right there is Sturkel, who is ultra aware of Cobbler number 11, Avery Young, right there. Holsworth, see if she takes a fire. She does. Goal! Holsworth with a rocket to the far corner, low and hard. I don't know if it quite caught the side netting, but it's almost like Williams kind of had a screen in there, like she couldn't see it. Is that kind of what you saw?
It looked like it bounced off a defender's foot and.
Oh, so good call. Maybe a little deflection
there.
Off of that hard shot. It was so hard. At any rate, 31st minute. I didn't see who put the ball in as Holsworth had it at her feet for a little bit. Holsworth, after being frustrated, has the unselfish play for Dorman just to rifle one into the back of the net, and then there herself puts one low, hard. It bounced about 2 yards out, but it had that top spin, and it was just going so hard. What a good finish there. Raiders 2, Cobblers 0. And the Raiders now, with 10 minutes on the clock, are going to look to attack as Turek comes up. She's replaced by Dorman. Dorman, nice recovery there. That's textbook. Your back line goes up, your midfielder goes back. They push it back, get organized, and go right back outside to your defender to stretch the field. Cooper, you've probably been kind of seeing it a little bit more and paying attention to it. Does it seem like the Raiders are going, to one side, middle, or the other? Or do they seem pretty balanced in the way they're trying to do their build-ups tonight?
They seem to be on this right side over here
yeah.
quite a bit more than they are on the left.
Especially when Holsworth is there, and they should be,
yeah.
right? But
she's definitely a target player.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a great assessment. And there she goes. Let's see if she can get to the ball. There's the speed. Let's see if she can finish. No, Williams is up to the task. She tried to go 5-hole, but Baird stays on it. Baird's knocked down and no call. Shot, goal. Holsworth.
I'm not sure how she got her own rebound there, but
yeah, it's like a double rebound off of that shot. And she was going so fast for that first shot. You could tell she wanted to go 5-hole because the angle was cut down. And Williams just did a great job on that one because she rifled it. And then on the rebound, there was just too many Raiders there. And off that second miss, or the second block off of a Cobbler, Holsworth nets her second. Raiders 3, Cobblers 0. Beautiful evening here, Sioux Park Stadium. Doesn't get much nicer than this. We got the dinosaur on the hill in the background. Pretty nice night. Cobblers now looking to build something up there, and that Sturkle just does a nice job of using her body and working around Young and pokes it away, but the Cobblers will come right back. That's McNaboe on the ball. That was working hard. Merchant also. Now the Raiders with another build. Let's see if Reagan can get a shot. She's going to take it outside, see if she puts it back in. She does. Oh, just misses Holsworth. Holsworth was running on, and Turek does a nice job at a handball, but they don't call it. And blocked again off of Raiders. Dorman with the ball at her feet. She turns left foot. Good save by Williams. Dorman tried to bend it far post, about the only chance she had. Near post, the short post looked a little tight, didn't it, the near post? Well, Cooper, we've had a lot of action here in the last 5 or 6 minutes. So 3-0, Raiders continuing to press. Long throw by Lehman. She'll keep it back in. McNaboe clears it. Sturkle, who's wearing a little knee wrap or a knee pad, but is playing. Goes back to Tucker. Sturkle. 2 Cobblers on. Almost taken away, but Reagan comes back. Deanna Reagan comes back and gets it to Holsworth. A little touch back to Reagan, but Merchant's there. Let's see if Merchant tries to put a shot from deep. Healy curls one, and Lehman is there. Looks like this one might roll out of bounds. Throw in for the Cobblers. Actually, it was Bellum up front that got that touch. Raiders right back the other way. Holsworth, see if she can split the defenders. There goes the speed we've talked about. Little change of pace. She's going to cut the ball in off of Alvarez, and a goal, an own goal. In the 34th minute.
Man, that's just really unlucky there.
Yeah, totally unlucky. in the 34th minute. But Holsworth drove that cutback ball that we've been talking about. And when you're a recovering defender and you're running that hard and it hits you, you have no chance to control that.
You're not always fully focused on it.
Yeah, and the pressure of the Raiders now that we talked about, they're just kind of pouring it on now. And that to me is a goal, Cooper, that just kind of happened because out of the pressure and how chaotic it is when Holsworth just breaks free and makes things happen, you know. And that one will roll all the way out. And, you know, Alvarez, the senior captain back there, is usually so solid. That one's hard to blame anybody on. That's just happened so fast. I mean, everybody up here in the booth, all of us at the same time did a sigh because it was like, oh. Good ball up. Young tries to play it back right there. Sturkle. Young keeps it in. Sturkle recovers, and she'll go back to Schott. Schott has to hustle and cut it. Nice ball to Dorman in the middle. See if Dorman pushes it up. She does, but right there is Cobbler Larson. Nice. Nope, that's not Larson. That's number 23 for the Cobblers. Thorson, and then there's a foul on the Raiders. Merchant. I watched her. She was on that NPL U19 team. She can drive the ball. She drives one right there, the Raiders, though. And so Bailey Merchant, number 26 for the Cobblers, very dangerous on set pieces and from distance. There's a little through ball. Larson, touch, save again by Williams, and it can be a corner kick for the Raiders. Their third. None so far for the Cobblers. And you got to give number 88, the junior keeper, Cooper, a lot of credit for hanging in there. She's taken some shots, but that's
been a lot of hard shots.
And just the courage of that one, that was another hard shot. Dorman over the ball. This will bend out. It looks like Larson. No, Raby will be over the goalie. Goes in. Knocked away by the Cobblers. Dorman keeps it in. Turek kind of had a shot at it. Reagan, see if she can line up. She does, but it drives right to Thorson, who blocks it. Raiders control it with the Mora Reagan down to Turek. Dorman, let's see if Dorman puts it in. She does. Shot. Saved. Tracked it low. Okay, little shout out to some people helping us out that says your student either needs to talk louder or we need to turn him up. But he's doing a great job, and Cooper is doing a great job. So once again, just a reminder, we are supporting Stevens Sports Network, where students from Stevens are a part of this live stream production. We have D&D with us tonight, and Cooper, who's on the headset and doing a great job. This one, the Cobblers are just going to escort all the way out of bounds. Good use of the body there to just shield that. And that was a good job by Thorson, who's had a nice night tonight, Coop. She's been pretty solid. That's a long way to shield and run that ball out. Also with us is Sterling. So Sterling is just joining us. So anyway, we'll keep rolling. Oh, there's a battle and a collision. No call. It's going to be, yes, it is going to be a call, but it's going to be shot. It's a free kick. Yes, it's going to be a free kick. Shot runs up to take it. As soon as Lily started running up, this is going to be a set piece here. Let's see where they set her. The official's telling her where. Yeah, right there. He says it's good. Nope, he's saying move back. Cobblers set their wall. That looks a little close, doesn't it, Cooper? Yeah, now he's moving him back. Good job by this assistant referee here. So the center can stay to the action. 5 Raiders, far post. This one goes short. And we're going to get a whistle. I'm not sure what the whistle is. Did he not blow the whistle to reset the play? I'm not sure, but that ball was straight in on the ground. It played it short. Oh, there, he blew the whistle. He didn't blow the whistle the first time. Shot! Goal! Zoe Raby with the goal in the 39th minute.
Some good control there to bring it down to her feet and get a good shot off.
Yes. Yeah, because Shad drove it in. It hit off a bunch of players, and you're right. She just had the wherewithal to control that and then drive in a nice shot to beat Williams, who's been really good. The shots have just been a little bit better, and the chances have been more, right? It's almost kind of just playing the volume game now for shots on goal. .57 seconds left to go in the first half. Raiders 5. Cobblers 0. In for the Raiders now and has been in and out is Berkeley Larson, who had a really great game against STM. Worked so hard and just came up inches short from goals. So it's good to see Berkeley back out on the pitch, getting a chance here in this one. Definitely earned it. Raby now causing a little pressure there, and that'll give the ball up to Benson, who came with some pace. And now Merchant does a nice job of fending off Reagan, but Dorman will get a touch. She'll go in the middle. 10 seconds left. See if Holsworth get a shot off. Nope, the Cobblers get it at their feet, and they're just going to clear it. Merchant's just going to dribble it out, and that's going to be the end of the first half.
It's sport utility season at Denny Menno Rushmore Honda. Shop the area's best selection of pre-owned Honda and Honda certified pre-owned sport utilities. Save big with 0.99% APR on select certified pre-owned, 0.99. Plus, we have over 175 used SUVs available from Jeep, Honda, Ford, Nissan, Subaru, Chevy, GMC, and more. Your sport utility is here, and the time to buy is now, before the snow flies. See us at Denny Menno Rushmore Honda or RushmoreHonda.com.
Hi, this is Nate Brown reminding you to join the Nate Brown Show live weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. It's Rapid City's sports talk show and Rapid City's only call-in radio show. With big-name guests from across the country to the local sports coverage you just can't get anywhere else. Join the conversation every weekday for thought-provoking sports talk. This is your show. Don't miss the Nate Brown Show from 4 to 6 p.m. on 106.7 FM and 1150 a.m. And stream us all the time at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
How do we solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems? Our doctors and specialists collaborate, sharing their vast knowledge and Mayo Clinic's unique expertise. It's this working together that helps solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems. Monument Health, proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Old Man Winter is right around the corner. Is it time to upgrade your ride? We've got a great selection of used 4x4 trucks and sport utilities at Danny Menno Toyota. Snow-busting 4x4s and all-wheel drives, domestics and imports, plus the area's best selection of used Toyotas and Toyota certified pre-owned. Get financing as low as 4.99% APR for up to 60 months on certified pre-owned, including RAV4s. Tell Old Man Winter to take a hike. See us at Danny Menholt Toyota or DannyMenholtToyota.com.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Futures aren't made by accident. They're dreamt, they're planned, they're discovered. At Northern State University, futures are the result of hard work and grit. NSU is an academic powerhouse with a spirit of exploration and genuine support, where professors know your name and push you to discover what you're truly capable of. But don't take our word for it. When you experience Northern, you'll see the difference here.
Things were a little different back in 1979, but at McKee Ford, our approach to customer service hasn't changed. We're a family-owned and operated dealership with a commitment to respect and integrity. That's why we offer a fully transparent buying process and a 14-day exchange program, because we care about Rapid City, the community we've been serving for generations and plan to serve for many more. McKee Ford. See us on the Big Ford Corner or online at McKeeFord.com.
At Dakota Discount RV, our mission is to make your RV experience fun and easy by providing quality recreational vehicles, competitive pricing, and professional sales and service. We're proud to offer the finest names in RVs. Our big inventory of fifth wheels, travel trailers, and toy haulers allow us to save customers thousands of dollars compared to most dealers. Come see us at either of our two locations, 3330 East Mall Drive, Rapid City, or 11200 JB Road, exit 48, Somerset.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Z Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Z Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Melissa Christensen with Engel & Volkers is a trusted real estate advisor in the Black Hills. She brings precision, dedication, and clear communication to every transaction. Melissa focuses on service, not sales, always putting her clients first. She's also passionate about supporting local youth activities, helping to strengthen communities and build a brighter future for our kids. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, Melissa is here to guide you every step of the way. Stop in or call Melissa Christensen with Engel & Volkers today.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Could you use some extra cash? Every Thursday night, we're hosting Chase the Pink Ace with a large jackpot and growing jackpot. I'm RF Bowie, the founder of Team Bowie Cares. 100% of the profits go to local cancer patients fighting their fight. You can get your tickets at any business inside Al's Oasis or online at chasethepinkace.org. Drawing is held every Thursday night at 8:08 p.m. at the Last Chance Saloon inside Al's Oasis. Thanks for caring.
Diamond Roofing is your trusted roofing contractor in Rapid City and the surrounding Black Hills area. With over 40 years of experience, they specialize in residential and commercial roofing, as well as siding, windows, and gutter installation. They also collaborate with general contractors to install roofs on new home construction. Diamond Roofing offers customized solutions that fit both your needs and your budget. Call 605-720-7663 for a quote or visit diamondroofingcorp.com today.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
She just come to, has friends, whatever, people. Okay, we're back on. It's great to have SSN students and their parents joining us tonight. So Dave Clark, the center referee, sets the ball. The Cobblers are set to take this kickoff. They trail 0-5 to the Raiders. Number 2 coming into this. The Cobblers ranked number 10. Big games coming up for them with Spearfish and Sturgis. The Spartans currently 8th, and both teams looking to hang on to be able to host first round. Good steal there by Holly Benson right off the bat. She goes to the middle. Good turn there by Baird. Baird over the ball. Baird stays on the ball. She goes out wide. Good little run up the back from Sundahl. Sundahl, see if she tries to center it in. She does. It's slow. It's hard. Holsworth's there. Can't get a touch. Shot. Blocked. Put back in by Sundahl and out of bounds. So right off of the opening kick, the Raiders come out and put pressure on. Put it back in. That one's taken away. Reagan with some good work. Merchant. Solid. She'll send it all the way down. Tucker will come out to the very edge of the box and sweep it up. Hustling on was Mellum for the Cobblers, but also back there was Sturkle for the Raiders with support from Schad. Cobblers right back up. Holsworth shot. Goal into the side netting. Hat trick. Junior, number 11, Ava Holsworth. And she had a new gear on that one. And what a quality finish at that speed. Just clinical into the side netting. Cooper, what do you got to say about that one?
She was moving, that's for sure.
She was
going.
And what about the finish, Cooper? I mean,
it was beautiful. I mean, she placed it just wide of the goalie, found the back side of the net.
yeah, side netting about a foot up. I mean, low side net. That's just great soccer there for the Raiders. And so in the 42nd minute of this one, the junior forward, number 11, Ava Holsworth, another hat trick on the year for her. And your Raiders lead 6-0. Cobblers look to get something going here. Good hustle there by the Cobblers. They'll win that ball. Oh, nice little back hill. Young trying to do anything to get the Cobblers going there. And cleared out by Schad and Lehman. Not sure who got on it. Both were right there. And this one will be played all the way back. Pressure on that line by Holsworth again. Raiders are just kind of relentless now up top. And they'll let that one roll out of bounds. Will McNabo goal kick. Good decision there. Looks like Benson has moved up to the left forward. And Lehman will support behind her. Benson also a sprinter in track, so good speed up there. Got a lot of speed up top. Holsworth, of course, part of the 4x1 state record relay as well as Class AA long jump champion. That one's sent in. Benson ran up on it, but Alvarez just patiently, no panic there, cleared that one. Raiders keep it in. That's Reagan. Vienna Reagan over the ball. Good touch over the ball. Splits. Left foot. She drives it in. Save. Diving save by Williams. And that was bending out a little bit, Cooper. And that was a tougher save than it looked like. That she did well to get down and get that ball. Corner for the Raiders. Over the ball this time. It's not. Yes, it is Dorman. Short is Turek. Dorman put it in, swings out right there with the Raiders, but headed out by Merchant. And that'll go out of bounds for, is that going to be another corner or throw?
Looks like it's going to be a corner.
Another corner. Yeah. Number 5 for the Raiders. Dorman, about the same thing, sets it back in, has a player running on. Good serve, but came down, and the Cobblers did well to clear that one. And then the Raiders put it out of bounds. So even though the back line for the Cobblers has seen a lot of action, they're still solid back there. No panic with that play. Good back line. Just speed of Holsworth's just been tough to contend with, as it has for a lot of teams. Nice ball there, played out by Schad. Schad overlapping run to Lehman. Lehman, little give and go. And good recovery there. It looks like number 16 maybe for the Cobblers on the far side. We'll get some glass on that. Yeah, that is the ever-hustling number 16 for the Cobblers, junior midfielder Trinity Larson. She plays just so hard. I mean, her effort is always there. This one played up, played through, but again, Schad there, a Sturkle there, a little roll, but a little short there. Schad tried to throw, just throw a little ball up to Amora Reagan, but touch was soft. At any rate, the Raiders regained possession. Lehman will go direct. Holsworth will try to split two. Benson now gives pressure, forces the Cobblers just to send one down, and Sturkle will thought about going back, and now with a run on by the Cobbler, she saw space. Good move by her to dribble into space instead of turn and go back to Tucker. And now Benson will give chase to the corner. The Cobblers have to play it. Oh, and we're going to have a foul maybe on the Cobblers. Nope. both arms out by the official. That's a no calls. What are we going to have down there? I can't see that corner, Cooper. It looks like we're going to have a corner kick. Nope. Cobblers look like they're going to have a free kick. They're going to have a free kick. So they did call it. I just saw the two arms wide, and the assistant referee must have made that call. It looked like a little bump there. Moore Reagan plays it up to Vienna. Vienna with the nice ball skills here. Good little cut back for the left. See if she can get the ball in her foot. Tries for space. No, not there, but here's a good dribble. Shot. Goal!
Good placement on that one.
That's Braden Baird from Vienna Reagan. So the sophomore, number 13, Braden Baird, gets the goal in the 48th minute with a beautiful, beautiful assist off of good footwork from fellow sophomore number 12, Vienna Reagan. Raiders 7, Cobblers 0. And it looks like we have a new keeper in for Central. Looks like she's wearing one of their red field uniforms, so let's hope Williams is okay. Baird over the ball again, challenged by Larson, knocked out of there. This one comes in. Benson's right there, makes it kind of challenging and messy. I think we're going to have another corner. Are they signaling corner there, Cooper?
I believe so.
We'll see if we can get a number for the new goalkeeper. The front of the jersey number is gray with a little white speckles on there. It's really hard to see. So if anybody out there can help us, please send something in and we'll try to dial it here. Good ball in. Oh, off of a Cobbler and then off of a Cobbler, then a Raider. Be a goal kick for the Cobblers. And the new goalie will set that. Again, we're trying to get a number. She goes short. Good kick by her and a good one-touch. Nice play by the Cobblers. Good design, but just goes out of bounds. Had a little bit too much draw on it. And we believe that might be in the net for the Cobblers. Boy, it's hard to see. Is that Brugge? I do have a JV roster here too, so excuse me, folks, while I try to dial this in. Goalkeepers for the JV for the Cobblers are number 27, Natalie James, a sophomore, or number 37, Aurora Lee Becker. So we will keep our eyes on that and try to get a number. Cooper, why don't you use the big dogs with your young eyes and maybe you can see that far. I can't. So Lehman all the way back. Pottle in. She is beat. Young over the ball. Shad, good challenge. Hard tackle, driven in. But right there in defense for the Raiders was Turek. And Turek had courage there. That ball was driven, and she blocked it. And the Cobblers try to find Young. They overlap again. Pottle. Tucker comes out, goes low. The on-running Cobbler, number 14, Riley Healy, just couldn't get there. Ashwini Pottle now playing left center back for the Cobbler. Shoot with a good little touch on the ball. She'll go back to Pottle. Pottle, head up. She'll drive one up. She tries to go direct to, looks like Raby up there, number 22. Merchant, marked by Dorman. Dorman gets some help from Amora Reagan, and that ball gets popped down, and hustling on it is the Raiders, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Central. Throw in for the Raiders. And Caitlin Shute down there just doing a lot of hustle work for the Raiders right now. Raiders kind of found a new energy level here. Doesn't matter which player in, they're scrambling. Dorman with the hard challenge, nothing called. Ball goes to the Raiders. And we're going to get some sort of stoppage here. We're going to get a sub. And I'm inclined to say that's a number 18 on the jersey of the goalie, which according to the roster would be junior Riley Brugg, number 18. But again, it's a hard number to make out from the distance we're at. We apologize. We are trying to get that information for you as 14 and change gone in this one. Good move by Vienna Reagan. She splits defenders, but then good support defense by the Cobblers back line. And they'll retain possession. Then it goes over, out of bounds. Again, giving chase is Healy. She's hustled all over tonight for the Cobblers. Another ball on the side. Oh, just an unlucky touch. Goes off her boot, out of bounds. Lehman will do the long throw. Raby with the good touch, but it goes right to Mellum. Mellum, good little battle with Dorman there. Mellum comes out of it, but then Shute over to Vienna Reagan. Vienna Reagan plays it out to Larson, but Larson was dispossessed, and now the Cobblers have a run, but it looks like it's going to be a free kick. Nope. Free kick for the Cobblers. As, look now to throw in Cole. Cole, Raiders. Dorman comes out of there. She has her head up. She plays a little through ball, but right there running on for the Cobblers was Alvarez, and Alvarez knocks it out of bounds so the Cobblers can regain their shape in the back. Throw goes back. A Raider down. No, that was shot. I don't know if she was tying her shoe or what. And a throw for the Cobblers. Okay, 13 or 18. 13 is Kylie Mellum, and she's on the field. So I think it's Brugg back there. When she was playing defense, 18 in the white jersey, it appears to be the same player. So we'll try to confirm that for the Cobblers. We want to make sure we're calling the right student athletes here that have really worked really hard in this one. Advantage Raiders, but effort from the Central Cobblers not to go unrecognized for sure. Tough battle for them. Schad clears low, hard. Good job by Vienna Reagan to pick that ball. And a good, nice ball. Nice weighted to the outside. Larson shot. Blocked by the keeper. Brugg, another shot blocked. 2 saves in a row. And the Central bench, if you could have seen it, they celebrated the backup, emergency, whatever you want to call it, keeper for 2 saves in a row. Dorman puts a little ball through, but knocked away by the central back line. Who's had a really nice game back there, number 23, sophomore defender, Alexis Thorson. Solid player. Looks like we're going to have more substitutions here for the Raiders. Sturkle will come in. Lehman will go out. And Kierstad will come in. Junior, number 15, Luis Kierstad. Well, Cooper, as the Raiders lead 7-0, what are some of the... Oh, there's a shot on frame. Good save with a kick save, almost like a hockey goalie, but great reflexes, which even reaffirms to me that that's a field player and not a goalie back there, Cooper, because that was a good kick save, wasn't it?
Yeah, seems to be a little uneasy with her hands, but her clears out of the box have been pretty good.
Yeah, and it was in the right position. Dorman, hand up, one in. Good ball in, falls to the feet, no one there. Cobblers, they do a good job defending that. And out of the break is Young. Young has got a little space. Two players kind of cut her off. She lofts it in. Shad will just come over and run interference. It was actually Mellum on the side run. Young was up front. Let me just make sure. Oh, I apologize. That's number 14, Healy. With the ponytail, the 13 and the 14 sometimes look the same. But now I have a tell here because Healy has really gold shoes. Those are awesome. Check those out, Coop. I think number 14, Riley Healy for the Cobblers, probably has the coolest shoes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Definitely stands out.
Yeah, no, those are big time. And so now I know how to tell them apart. So hopefully I don't make that mistake again. Reagan loses her footing but pushes it up to Dorman, and she loses it. And Cobbler spit went through. Here's a ball. Young over it. Sturkle with a little poke check out of bounds. And after Young scored twice last game where she got to a ball and stole it, or it was an errant touch and she got on it and finished, that time, Cooper, it seemed like the defense was just kind of schooled, like don't take a chance. Get it out of bounds if you have to. With 20 minutes and 18 seconds to go, Cooper, what do you think are some of the keys for the Raiders that help them break this one open?
I mean, they've just been using the flanks really well and getting the long balls up. And obviously with Holsworth up there and her speed, she's been able to get on a lot of them, and she's had some really good shots.
Yeah, and, you know, if the Cobblers didn't have the courageous Joanna Williams and keeper there that first half, it probably could be 9 easy.
Yeah, she definitely helped them save a couple there.
And not sure why she was taken out. Again, we hope she's okay. But again, we have no indication or saw nothing as an injury. And we're going to have the ball on the spot. It looks like Shad gave a little shoulder. And it looks like, is that Mellum that's going to draw the penalty? Shad. Good looked like it was a hard challenge. And shoulder. And Mellum went down in the box. The captain. So the captain for the Cobblers, number 13, Kylie Mellum, is going to earn a PK. And it looks like she'll pick up the ball and she'll put it on the spot. So a penal for the Cobblers. See if Nora Tucker is up to the task. She saved 2 back-to-back after she was called off her line earlier this year. Mellum waits for the whistle. Draws, shot, Stopped. Tried to roll it away from Mellum. Mellum held onto her line, guessed right, and I think Mellum would have wanted to put same spot, but just put more on it.
Yeah.
And it looks almost like the way the ball rolled, it looks like she topped it just a little bit more than she wanted to instead of striking the middle of the ball, didn't it, Cooper?
Yeah, she definitely didn't get a firm planting with her foot on that one. She's definitely pretty soft.
Yeah, and she's disappointed. You could see as she went away from the center line that she wants that one back. At any rate, it's another PK save for the Raider keeper. Captain, senior, number 1, Nora Tucker, and that preserves the clean sheet for the Raiders here in crosstown rivalry matchup number 2 this season. First one after a lightning delay 2 days later ended in a thrilling 3-2 Raider victory with Ava Holsworth scoring in the 78th minute. And in this one, once the Raiders got the offensive momentum, it just, I guess barrage is about the only word I can use. They just kind of kept pushing forward, didn't they, Cooper?
Yeah, it kept a high pressure.
Just a good throw down the line. The Cobblers come up and just push this one out of bounds. So Cobblers try to play it up the line. They do, and then Shaw just escorts it out of bounds. And Kierstad will come back and throw this one in. Right to Shaw. Shaw drives it up, tries to go over the top, looking for... That's Raby that's up top now. Brugg comes out. Good left-footed drive there on the punt. Raiders get it back up to Raby. Raby tries to push back in the middle of Reagan. And it's kicked away by the Cobblers, but held in by the Raiders. That shoot on the outside. She tries to give a little inside-outside move, but McNamara stays strong. But then she gets across. She stays on the ball. And good defense there by McNamara. She'll clear it all the way up, and Sturkle escorts it out of bounds. And Riley Healy was giving chase as well. Pottle will just drop it back to Sturkle. Sturkle, head up, takes her time. Again, dribbles. Second time she's done that. Seen the gap there, Cooper, and just kind of dribbled instead of trying to pass it to get more space and put more pressure on. Raiders drive this throw down the line, and the Cobblers are going to come out, and looks like Alvarez will just play it out of bounds. Good battle again there. Guess who? That's for the Cobblers. That's Trinity Larson, just a hustler. Shad with a good touch. It looked, she had a tough angle, but really handled that nicely for the experienced senior. Shout out to Carrabassett Valley, Maine, to Lily Shad's mother and brother Grant. So shout out to Courtney and Grant in Maine. Hopefully you're catching this on GoRaidersLive.com. Goal! Raiders dribble and walk in, and that time Brooke couldn't get down on it. And that goal is 32, Larson. Berkeley Larson, who we mentioned earlier, worked so hard in the last game against STM and just couldn't net one, finds the back of net in this one. It's 8-0 Raiders. And Larson in the 66th minute gives the Raiders an 8-goal advantage here as Pottle locks that one out of bounds. Throw to the Cobblers. Good pressure there by Healy, and allows Merchant to win the ball. Merchant now tries to go back in the middle. She does. Finds Young. Young goes back to Healy. Healy to Merchant. Merchant switches fields, but right there is Larson, the goal scorer. Good job of recovery defense by her. And the Cobblers try to play it right back in, but that one's swept out. It looks like Sturkle on that side. Nope, that is Kierstad over there. So good job of defense and protecting the midfield by the junior, number 15, Louise Kierstad. There's a call. That's going to go the Raiders' way, I think. It's going to be a free kick. Yep. Foul on the Raiders. Schad will stand over the ball. She'll just go short to Dorman. Dorman goes outside to Kierstad. Kierstad back into Dorman. Good little combination passing here. 5 in a row. This one is going to find 6 to Reagan. 7th pass. And shoot will go on the outside, and she'll get bumped, but no call, and it'll be kicked out of bounds for a corner, I believe, for the Raiders. That'll be number 7 on the night. And checking into for the Raiders is number 18, senior defender, Emma Kenyon. She had a solid game in the back against STM. That was a good drive in, good service, got the head on the ball, but it goes out away from the goal. Reagan had a touch on it, but Cobblers are going to be able to clear it, but Pottle just kind of sends it back in, and almost found the foot of Raby. So good idea there by the senior backline defender. Pottle just sent that one back in and found Raby. Did well to get on it, just couldn't have a clean enough touch to keep it at her feet. And trade of possession in the midfield, and the Raiders bring it up the sideline. See if this ball goes in. It does. Driven in low. Shot. Oh, Reagan had a one-timer on it, and then another shot, and it goes wide. So the Raiders playing pretty confident, pretty free right now, Cooper. They're just kind of letting it loose, and if they have opportunities, they're taking them. We're going to kind of ad lib here, and we're going to add a little segment here called Coop's Star of the Match. So Cooper, be thinking of who you want to award Coop's Star of the Match after this one, as it's been a good one. There's been a lot of names to choose from. Good run there by Cobblers on the left side. Great job there by Skylar Wald, freshman forward. And she does well, and then the Cobblers are going to win the throw. The substitution, Larson will give the ball off to Mayu. Mayu, let's see if she goes long. She drops it in. To Wald. Oh, no, that was to Huber she dropped it into. This one, Kenyon's just going to let this one go out, throw to the Raiders. So good decision there by Emma. Good long throw. Tries to get it to Dorman. She's marked still by Larson. Larson's been pretty relentless on Dorman, following around. Although for the Raiders, Dorman has scored a goal and been on several of the chances and had some really good services from the corner kicks, wouldn't you say, Cooper?
Yeah, she's played couple pretty good balls in.
And just been solid in the midfield, and a physical defender, not afraid to mix it up out there. And get a fouler here too, but been solid for the Raiders. This one goes up, shoot, tries to get under it. Raby gives chase, and Larson for the Cobblers comes up with a nice little turn and touch middle. She's got some field to the side. She takes it. Young, see if she can overlap. She does. That looks like Haase. Haase gets dispossessed momentarily by shoot, but gets it back to Larson. Larson thinks about a two-person game, but goes away. Dorman there gets a foot in, but Larson stays on the ball. Cobblers now on their left side, bringing it back the middle. See if they try to switch fields. Oh, Dorman almost got it. She hit it enough to get it to shoot. Shoot tried a little touch to go outside, but too good were the Cobblers, and they touched it back to Thorson. Thorson plays it up. Young with the ball at her feet, marked by Dorman. Passed over to Larson. Larson dispossesses Larson. Berkeley Larson dispossessed Trey Larson, but the Cobblers recover, and that's good recovery by none other than their captain in the back line there. Solid player, number 24 senior, Reagan Alvarez. Now in for the Raiders, it's Reuter, the 8th grade goalkeeper, Tori Reuter. She came in the STM game and did a nice job. Gave up one goal late to a hustling Faith Hoffman, but that was a better play by Faith Hoffman than it was the goalkeeping of Reuter, who looks to be a very promising 8th grader for the Raiders. Dorman plays it all the way back to Schad, fellow senior. Little bump there, no call. Little through ball. Schad, what great recovery. What great that was all about the angle, wasn't it, Cooper?
Yeah, she just played her smarter there, cut her off early.
Yeah, just took a great angle, knowing that Young is dangerous and has speed. She just took, I'll say it for the 5th time or whatever, just a good angle, and then got her body in the right position, and then just turned and cleared it. Again, like, let's not take chances with a dangerous player. Let's regain our shape. Good ball movement there by Cobblers. I think that was Merchant or Larson. I can't tell there. That was Merchant. But she got dispossessed and she comes back and almost just went by her. Don't know how it grazed her, but play on. That was played by number 17 for the Raiders. That's Bailey Brown Jr. And we're going to have a call against the Raiders. Free kick for the Cobblers. 4:30 to go in this one. Raiders 8, Cobblers 0. Mayu drives it in. Kenyon's there. Had it straight up. Merchant with the challenge. She'll win over Dorman in that one, but the Raiders come right back and force the Cobblers to play it out. Good job there by the Cobblers of triangulating some passes. And Larson with a little back heel. Another one marked by Dorman. And plays the ball wide, and I don't think Cobblers are going to get there. Giving chase was number 32, Talia Backus. So Claire Williams in for the Raiders. as is Annie Beckman. And Beckman will play on the ball to Reagan. Reagan keeps the head up, pushes it wide. Raby shot. Oh, just wide. Just wide of the far post of your screen, near post of the keeper. And with under 3 to go, Cobblers will sub out. Cobblers will sub out the keeper, number 18, Brugg, and put in, looks like number 15, and that would be, I'm not sure if that's right. Let me check again here. You want to see if you can glass the number of that keeper? We're in a gray shirt with black numbers, so it should be easier than the red and white. Pushed up the line. 2 minutes in this one.
Looks to be number 19.
Number 19. Let's check the sheet there. And that would be on the JV roster. That would be April Yellow Robe. And that one's blocked by Reuter. Amora Reagan with over the head to keep it out. Cobblers trying to get a goal here. It goes over the top. That shot attempt came off the Cobblers' left side, but was with the right foot. That was number 7, Skylar Wall, just high. And Reuter will play it short. Pressure by the Cobblers. 1 minute to go. Shaw drives it up the line. Hits off of Larson out of bounds. Cobbler throw. And with under a minute to go, the Raiders are content to hold on to the clean sheet here as they throw the ball in up wide. Goes off Larson, throw for the Cobblers. Played out. 30 seconds to go. A few more ticks and we'll hear public address announcer Seth Keene give us the count. Shot and wide. Merchant's dangerous, and that distance is very dangerous for her. She had a lot of space there. Cooper, I was surprised to see him give that much space, but there's a lot of new players in there.
We've got good backup squad in there now. Trying to get everybody some exposure to playing.
Yep, exactly. And that's your final. Hang on, girls. We're going to... Again, working with some students here at production, Cooper and I will do a little post game because Cooper gets to choose here in just a second his star of the match. But let's recap here. Your final. Raiders 8, Cobblers 0. The Cobblers moved to 5-6-0. The Raiders improved to 11-0-1. The Cobblers are in action again on 9/25 versus Spearfish, and the Raiders are back on the pitch on the 25th versus Douglas New Underwood, and that'll be senior night. Correction, the Cobblers play Spearfish here at Sioux Park on 9/27. That's Saturday, 9/27. Apologize. And the Raider girls on Thursday, September 25th against Douglas New Underwood. That's senior night. So make sure you come out and support your senior. Well, Cooper, good showing by the Raiders. You know, that first 20 minutes kind of got them settled in, and then it was kind of a, just a blue wave from there.
Yeah, they were very confident on the ball that game, and, just kept the possession and played it well.
Yeah. All right, Coop, now the moment we've all been waiting for. Who's your star of the match?
I think it's going to have to be Ava Holsworth. She had a couple really good goals and a couple unselfish goals, and played their balls really well to her teammates and tried to get everybody to play well as a team.
Yeah, and I think that's a great choice. And you said the word unselfish, that goal that helped the scoring for the Raiders. She was there, could have turned on it, but saw her teammate Avery Dorman square to the goal and let her hammer it home. And so, great choice. Cooper, we'll be back to do the boys' game. Great job. And for all of you listening out there for this one, again, Raiders win 8-0. Thank you for following Raiders Athletics, subscription free on GoRaidersLive.com, Live Ticket TV. We'll see you next time.